Okay, hi, welcome to what is, I hope, the last of the videos in this little series on installing R on your own computer. So we're talking about packages and how to get them onto your machine, and something I want to talk about, which is not strictly required to deal with R, is a mechanism for installing R packages from something other than CRAN, that is the Comprehensive R Archive Network, which is not as comprehensive as we might like. So what I'm going to do in this final video is talk about the remotes package, which allows you to install things from different sources. So just popping quickly back over here to my Windows machine, you will sort of see that in between the last video and this one, I have already finished installing the rest of Tidyverse. So if I now go Library, Tidyverse, you'll see that it will load all the different packages in Tidyverse and give you a bunch of information about what's going on. Okay, so that's really nice and everything. But let's suppose I want to install something that isn't on isn't part of the Tidyverse. Now I could so what I'm going to do is try and install something called the here package, which I use all the time. And so what I could do is just follow the same process I showed before, install packages here, and this would work, but it's not what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do instead is pop back over to my slides and talk about the remotes package, which gives you a set of functions that you can use to install things from different sources. So install CRAN will install packages from CRAN, but install GitHub will install packages from GitHub, which is a big site where people just sort of post software that's, well, often software that's in development. Okay, so in order to do this, let's just make sure that I have the remotes package. So I'll go install packages in the regular way, remotes, and it will give me again the warning about RTools at some point. Again, install RTools probably is a good idea. Okay, so we've got remotes now, so Control L to clear my screen, and now I'm just going to go Library, Remotes. Okay, so let's use the install CRAN function to install the here package in the way that so if I start typing install, and you can see now that under the little RStudio menu, it's giving us a lot of options. So we can install things from a bunch of different sources. I'm just going to go with CRAN. So this is exactly the same process that we just used with install.packages, except that it uses a different function. So let's do that. Install CRAN here. And it's giving us pretty much the same thing. Okay, I'm just going to go Control L to clear my screen. And I'll just check that that worked by going Library, here, and yep, I won't explain what's going on in this. At some point I'm going to make a video that talks about the here package. It's fabulous. I love it to bits, but it's not the purpose of this video. So I'm just going to go, yep, this means that it worked. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's go back over to, let's say, what you want to do is play around with a package that I wrote called Flame Tree, which is used to make generative art that looks a little bit like trees and stuff. And because it's a bit of a silly package that I just made for fun, I've never tried to put it on CRAN or anything. It's only available on GitHub. So if we go over here and kind of go github.com, so DJ Navarro is me on GitHub, and then if I go Flame Tree, over here, what we see over here on this site, now you don't need to care too much about this, is that there is a whole lot of information here. This is all the source code that you would need to build Flametree yourself. And what we should be able to do is install it from GitHub using the remotes package. So when we specify a package on using GitHub, you have to have the username / the name of the package. Okay, so let's have a go at this over here. So if I just go install GitHub DJ Navarro / Flametree. So we can download the GitHub repository. Come on. We're going to go, no, I don't need to update any of those things. So I'm just going to go 3 to skip. No, I'm pretty sure. Ugh. Obnoxious. I think I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's see how this goes. Installation, you're gonna drive me a little bit crazy. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is thrilling stuff, isn't it? Watching installation processes is just one of the most exciting parts of programming. Okay, so it looks like it's actually done it. Okay, so if I go Control L to clear the screen again, and let's check this out. Library, Flametree. Okay, that's looking promising. So if I go Flametree, grow, so I'm just gonna do a tree, it gets Flametree grow, and that takes a moment. What this is doing is creating a data structure that I'm going to draw a pretty picture of, and then I'm going to go Flametree plot, and we'll just tree. So we'll plot the tree, and this takes a second. There we go, and you can see it's drawn a not the prettiest of trees ever. You can play around with the settings to make these things look much nicer, but you get the gist of it. So we now have the Flametree package installed on our machine, even though it's not anywhere on CRAN. And that was the main thing I wanted you to get out of it. So the remotes package is a useful way of getting packages that are only available on GitHub or other places and not on CRAN. Okay, so that's I think pretty much everything. Let's just go back over to my slides. As I mentioned before, the difference basically is that CRAN is where people publish stable versions of their packages, and usually very serious packages go to CRAN. GitHub is often used for packages that people are currently writing or in development, or just fun things, you know, like the Flametree package that I can't imagine CRAN actually wants my Flametree package, so I've just left it up on GitHub. Anyway, I did the demonstration, and so now that's it. We're done. Hopefully this little video series has given you some of the tools that you need to feel confident in running R on your own computer. Good luck. Have fun. And stop.